Hello, welcome to Fate Extella, where let's play essentially everyone. We're not going to talk to Titan Altera. My mouth was woolly. Today really tired me out. I'm not just fatigued from using casts, but also from channeling mana to hero Altera. I'll eat a lot to help my mana, and then I'll just have to sleep to give my mind a rest. Do I technically have a mind? Where is my mind? No, of course I have to. No human could exist without one. Even a digital shell has a mind and a soul. Then again, my amnesia can't possibly be natural. If my mind and soul were missing somehow, it wouldn't surprise me. Phew! In any case, I should try to process my thoughts a little bit before I close my eyes. About the Umbrella Star, as well as Altera. Before today's battle, she said her duty was to conquer the Moon Cell and manifest on Earth and destroy all civilization. It was a little different from what Archimedes said. He wanted to interfere with the Moon Cell and call forth the Umbrella Star. Yes, he's definitely... Well, both of them want to control the Moon Cell, but maybe they differ on the details. Wait just a minute. Who is Archimedes? He's a Greek philosopher, mate. Or science. He's a Greek scientist, mate. He's not a philosopher. That's stupid. You're stupid. You're a dumbass. I see a dream. A dream that feels like it should be a memory, but I don't know if I have anything left to remember. My experiences, my memories, pretty much everything that makes up fun Steve McDood guy is gone. But even with that, I'm looking back into the past. So maybe it's Altera's dream, not mine. I see a single vessel travelling through countless glimmering lights in a boundless sea. No, not lights, and not a sea, they're stars in space. I don't know whose vessel it is, but I know that she's inside it. A lone traveller amongst the stars. She flays festive in light for a length of time beyond all human measurement. Could that vessel be the Umbrella Star itself? It doesn't look the way I imagined it. Not like a vessel of destruction at all. It looks majestic, beautiful, almost like a jewel. Of course, I'm seeing it from a distance and I have no way to calculate its size. I wonder how big it truly is and whether I could even comprehend that kind of scale. It continues on this long voyage. Its journey seems endless. It simply sails along through space, illuminated by glistening stars in the blackness. And inside, she waits, not only to physically arrive at her next destination, far off as it is, but to reach the right time, when the civilizations within that destination achieve their pinnacle, ripe for the harvest. Eventually, the Umbrella Star finds something. Its brother, one might say, a pure photonic crystal 1/6 the size of the planet it orbits. The seventh heaven art graph created by an unknown race. The Moon, also known as the Moon Cell. The Umbrella Star then sheds a fragment of itself, aiming it towards the Moon Cell to raid its treasure trove of information about the Earth. The fragment resembles a single teardrop. Or perhaps a comet, and she's likely riding in it. Now it begins. Could this be the end of life on Earth? The harvester has arrived, ready for the reaping. It aims to take the moon cell, with all its recordings of all events on Earth. Even the records of the Earthlings' souls are engraved in its code, and at the same time, it will destroy the lives that inspired them. I can only imagine that all of this took place just before the White Titan's rampage, just before the burning of the Earth. The messenger from the stars, the embodiment of destruction, the Titan of tears. When I see the cancerous invasion spread across the Earth, extinction seems inevitable. She crushes all civilization and accepts no surrenders. The beasts of nature suffer horrible mutations, run amok, and ultimately fall to ash. She leaves no trace of life behind. Everything on Earth and the moon is doomed to annihilation by her hands. Simple and calm. Almost like a machine, the Titan smashes everything by the order of the Umbrella Star, converting life and civilization into her own manner. She grows, transforms, and transcends all limits. And all the while, she thinks, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Destruction. Destruction, destruction. This is the end of my journey, and all the death awaits those have come in. I've come in will be something completely different. Civilization and life. Break, 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 and let your pieces break again. What is this? Aiken sensed her feelings, hesitation, bewilderment, regret. The doubt she held as she marched across the scorching earth. What am I? I'm just destroying for the sake of destruction. This isn't right. Not right. Not right. Not right. Because I've never even once. The White Titan can't stop herself. Most of the land is in ashes now. Ancient civilizations have been erased. The galaxy's original organisms have already begun to die out. They've been shattered, burned, and exterminated. Our Earth and Moon are no different to her than the other planets she's been to. She's only fulfilling her duty. She'll wipe everything out, upload all the information she's gathered back into her starship, and then, as per her programming, she'll self-destruct. Her journey will finally end. At least, that's her plan. But it doesn't happen that way. That light. The light. So big and bright it nearly swallows the Titan whole, her body tougher than any stone on earth, strong enough to resist the heat of the stars, cracks before it. The impossible has happened. No one could have beaten the Titan, not even the very personification of the world's concepts, those who were worshipped as gods. She'd have crushed them right alongside their followers. None of them could have stood between her and her duty. But as she struck down one particular god, the concept of conflict, later known as the god of war, it appeared. Pennyways. A single sword forged and refined in the depths of the earth. Whatever man or god lived to witness its birth called it the Holy Sword. The ultimate phantasm created by the stars and humanity's deepest wishes. The embodiment of world-saving hope. What is this? Oh, this, I know this. I know this is the sword. It looks like it belonged to the god I destroyed. But it's so much smaller. Small enough for a person to wield, but so hot. The weight massive figure splits in two. All the spiritrons it had absorbed from the planet fall onto the Earth's surface like powdery snow. There, in a faraway land, the Titan completes its collapse. It falls by the light of the stars in whom humanity has sent its most desperate wishes. After that, with the Titan having fallen on Earth, its memories are transmitted back to Altera's main body. Her digital form absorbs the records of Earth's destruction. She has failed to perform her duty. She could neither finish off the Earth nor conquer the Moon Cell. The backlash from the Titan's death shuts down Altera's real body on the Moon, at least for a few minutes. With that opening, the Moon Cell seals Altera's body away in an unknown darkness, not connected to anything else, the Zero Dark. Something about all that doesn't seem to fit. The Umbrella Star's supposed purpose is to harvest, so the Titan seemed hell-bent on destruction. It's like a farmer burning all his crops. In any case, that particular harvest came to an end. The Umbrella Star, having passed through the solar system, sailed on through the sea of stars, leaving its shard behind in the Zero Dark, and in the centre of that unknown land there was only Altera. All alone, with nothing in her way and nowhere to go. Surrounded by nothingness. At least during her journey she could look out and see the stars, not just the blackness. Not just herself. Endlessly replaying her own memories of death and destruction. But about 13,000 years later, Altera received a new memory, sent from Earth. A horse. She saw a rolling green field with a cool breeze sweeping through it. No matter which way she turned her head, the field seemed endless. That memory, that feeling stuck with her. Like a precious moment from her own life submerged in a dream. That image had a surprising origin. When the Titan fell, its body became a ruin, and in that ruin humans found a sliver of its essence intact in the form of a small child. A tribe in Central Asia who made that discovery raised that child to be a champion for their people, a born warrior. She became their leader, all without knowing her own true name or origin, and so still imprisoned alone on the moon. Altera experienced life as a single human. She rode freely through the plains. She headed west with her many allies. She fought against all the people of the West as an unparalleled lord of conquest. She was given a name, one very different from Saphir, She hated the sound of it, and always said she wanted something cuter, but her elders would only smile and shake their heads. And then, how cruel is this? Altera, trained and engineered to destroy all humans, gained the experience of being one. And by living as a human, she learned human emotions, which she then retained after that mortal body's death and continued to experience as she lived on alone in that cavern. Loneliness, emptiness, nostalgia, and the lingering guilt of all the lives she'd taken. And though a long, long dream has passed now, your emotions are seeping into me, into this empty body with no memories of its own. I realize once again how unstable my existence is, what it really means not to have any memories. I feel late and hollow, like I wouldn't be surprised if I disappeared, but I'm not afraid. Who am I? But existence isn't natural, that's for sure. In fact, I think Altera's existence is more natural than mine. I awakened from the dream. Slogging off the drowsiness, I approached the edge of the cage. The cage door can withstand any amount of force. At the slightest nudge from me, it swings open. Yesterday she'd promised to destroy the cage, but it seems... Ah, I see. She destroyed the lock. So now I can step outside. Well, outside. At least I can stretch my legs without having to worry about getting grabbed by a giant or sucked into a ring. Still, it would be nice to get some fresh air sometime soon. As I look up from the ground, it really hits me. Altera is so beautiful. Well, no, I mean she is, but from down here I can really see the difference in size between us. But for all her height, for the length of her limbs, she carries herself with such grace and dignity. It almost doesn't feel right calling her a giant or a titan. She seems more like a goddess. Even if she is a huge walking apocalypse, she's still beautiful, a beautiful monster. I had an inkling of that when I first saw her, but now after seeing that dream it hits me like never before. Maybe beauty is just beauty, wherever you find it. Wait, what? What? I ingested animated programs or installed them, or that's got to be bad for my health, right? Oh, what, like a little medicinal wine before bedtime? Well, if she's apologizing that much. And she did say she was joking. Seriously, let's never actually do that. Ever. I delightedly tell her. Quite whining. My drowsiness is gone now, so you just need to worry about that.
めてというわけじゃありません。これでも経験者なんです。ここ最初は本当に何もなくて暗いだけの空っぽの部屋でした。本当に何もなくて。
I think I have an idea of what she means, now that I've seen that dream of hers. For such a long time, there was nothing here but her.
でもある日、ふと届くものがあったんです。何と言えばわかるでしょう。それはとっても不思議な初めての感覚で、あなたたちのように言うならやっぱり夢のようなものでしょうね。見えたんです。そのいろいろなものが。その経験を思い返して模様替えをした結果が今日からの石室です。あなたの大きさに合う絨毯や装飾品を作りたかったのですが、私にはまだ難しすぎて。でも金貨の海だと歩きづらいでしょ。だからそれだけはのけてなんとか生活用品を組み立ててみたのですが、いかがでしょう。少しは良くなったとか思いません？そのどこかこれは違うような気がしてしまって。曖昧な言い方でごめんなさい。でもこれは多分に感覚的なものというか、言語データには変換しがたいんです。すみませんマスター。でももしも気に入っていただけたらとっても嬉しいです。いかが。よかった。あなたと私の大切な場所だから、少しでもほんの少しでも良くしたいのです。私にはここだけだから。我がことながら外の私のことが少しだけ羨ましいです。私はあなたという契約者を得ることで確かに自由を得ました。英霊のような私、分身分霊に似た形で一人のサーバントとしてセラフの新天地をかけることができます。でもやっぱりこの世界は狭いですから。
Her smile is melancholic. In that moment I understand her feelings. The emptiness, the loneliness, and the longing. That dream of running through the fields must be running through her head non-stop, as heroic and powerful as she is. I have to ask myself which of us is more of a prisoner. She's been here much longer than I have, in this cold stone cavern. I feel that cold start to sink in. No, I just now start to notice it. It's not sympathy or compassion I feel exactly. What I feel is a sense of purpose. I'm not fighting for the moon cell's destruction, or for the unbuilt star as much as I've thought about both those things since I first gave Altera a codecast. What I am fighting for is to free Altera, to let her walk freely in the outside world again. She can't do that without me. I can fight if it's for her.
私のために？そんな風に言っていただけるのは嬉しいけれど、いけません。ダメです。ダメなんですよ、本当に。ただ一時の感情に身を任せたりしては。私がこの石室から出るということは、ムーンセルを破壊し支配するということ。 あなたは人間です。優勢の到来を望むはずのない存在です。そんなあなたがムーンセルの支配を、ひいては星の滅びを望んだりなんて、ほらありえないでしょ。
I do see the impossibility, but there are other impossibilities at work here too. Of course, I don't want the world to end, and especially not with me on it. At the same time, I'm a master who has made a contract with Altera. When I fight by her side, I'm not fighting for the end of the world. I'm fighting purely for Altera's sake, and for that, I'm proud to stand by her. I don't really have any memories, so in a way, this counts as my first decision. Maybe I'll have more questions later, but for now I have to go with my gut.
まるでままごとね。ほっとみっともないったらないわ。
また私の摘出。
そりゃ入るわよ。私たちの立場は対等だもの。それよりいつまで未明領域に引きこもってるつもり？さっさとセラフの侵略を開始しなさい。それがあなたの使命でしょう。赤のセイバーと青のキャスター、連中、あなたがまごまごしているうちにそれぞれレガリアのかけらを獲得しちゃってるのよ。いいこと、時間はもう残されていないの。いくら相手が雑魚だからってもたもたしてたら寝首をかかれるわよ。
レガリアのかけら。
I've already decided to commit to this, but the realization of what that means is sinking in deeper and deeper. I'm going to war, to conquer all of Serafa. Hearing someone else talk about it, that's what made it hit me. Hold on, what did she say just now? That red saber and blue caster? Why do I know those names? A nostalgic feeling starts quivering up from inside me, but it fades away before I can grasp it.
なに小豚、変な顔しちゃって。ああ、あなたもしかして自分のこともレガリアのことも分かってないの？あのセイバーとキャスターのことも。ああ、そう。檻に閉じ込めて何のごっこ遊びをしてるんだか不思議だったけど。そういうこと。聞く気がないから話していなかったんじゃなくて、聞きたくないから話していなかったわけ。じゃあ私が教えてあげる。が今どんな状態なのか、そもそも誰のマスターだったのか。
What is she talking about? Her laugh keeps reverberating through my skull. I know my past is gone, and I know I have a contract with Altera. Does anything else matter right now? Maybe things were different before, but... Hoayoshitabe? What could that have to do with the here and now? There she is, ready to talk all about me before I woke up in this cavern.
いいこと小豚。今のあなたは無様なくらいにバラバラなの。かわいそうって言ってあげてもいいくらい。あなたは精神と魂が抜けた体に過ぎない。電脳体を構成する3要素のうちの肉体だけ。それがあなた。精神と魂はどこに行ったかわかる？ここにいる偽物じゃない。あなたが契約していた本当のサーバントのところよ。精神のあなたはメインサーバントのもとへ戻った。魂はサブサーバントのもとへ。
Well, Liz isn't lying. I can tell that much by the way Altair isn't looking at me. Fun Steve McDood guy split into three. The original, true servants I formed contracts with.
でもそれは自業自得というものよ。だってあなたの電脳体を3つに分けたのは他ならぬあなた自身なんだから。ムーンセルの王権を司る一つの指輪レガリア。優勢に対する防衛手段を与えられたあなたは私たちから逃げるために自分自身を砕いたの。そうしてこの石室に残されたのは中身に置いていかれた体だけ。死体と変わらないただの残骸だったのに。アルキメデスも誤算でしょうね。精神と魂が抜けて空っぽだった肉体にまさか意識が残っているなんて。ほら何かあったわよね。その辺を示す言葉。残留思念ってやつ。
Residual consciousness. That's what they call it when the emotions of the tool's user are left behind on the tool, or when the will of the deceased stays in a certain location, with remnants of ingrained memories. Is that all I am? I see. That's why. I understand, or at least I feel like it makes more sense now. That must be why I feel so empty. Assuming Elizabeth isn't lying, then it all makes sense. Although I never would have guessed I was missing both the mind and the soul. So I really am empty on the inside.
はあ、何落ち込んでるのよアルテラ。それとも落ち込んでる人間のふり？どっちにしろそのバカでかい体には似合わないわ。別にいいじゃない。そいつなんて初めからただの道具なんだから。あなたにとってそいつはムーンセル破壊のための便利なアイテムでしょ。レガリアを集め終わったら捨てればいいのよ。その後は私に任せなさい。きっかり廃品回収して今までの借りをたっぷり返させてもらうから。
道具なんて私は。
最初からそうするつもりで捉えたんでしょうに。今さら情が移ったからうちでずっと買いたいなんてわがまま言わないでよね。あなたは優勢の使者。あなたにとって意味があるのは優勢の指令だけ。すなわちは侵略と支配。他はみんな誤差やおまけの類なんでしょ。どうせ全部破壊しちゃうんだし。重要なのはレガリオであって小豚なんていいとこお菓子のおまけ程度。
Like a happy meal.
そうよねセファールさん。またなの？いいとこで毎回お邪魔が入るわね。今度どれどれ？噂をすればなんというね。青のキャスターが未明領域へ向かって進行を開始したわ。まだ通常のセラフ領域だけど放っておけばすぐにでも未明領域へ到達するわね。まさか放っておいたりしないわよねアルテラ。
飛んで火にいるとはこのこと。障害は一つずつ排除する。マスター、戦いの準備を。私のためにその身を捧げなさい。違う。そう。違うんだ。あの女の言葉は正しいは正しくない。
Yeah. What's with this reaction? It's not like her at all. I can see Titan Altera getting upset, but Hero Altera... Well, I'm not used to seeing her like this.
私はレガリアのおまけだなんて思ったことはない。むしろレガリアがおまけだ。お前は私のマスターなのだから。
I see. So she's thinking about what Elizabeth said. Maybe she thinks I believed Elizabeth. That must be making her anxious. That's the first time I thought about Altera and anxious together. Even knowing that the Titan Altera could feel that way, Hero Altera always came across as ice cool up until now. Then again, Altera did say from the start that the two of them were the same person, just different facets of that one persona. So I guess they do feel the same things. I tell her not to worry about what Elizabeth thinks. I tell her I knew she doesn't feel that way about me. Because if she did, I'd be dead by now.
その通りだ。その通りなんだ。なんだ。わざわざ語るまでもなかったな。
Yeah, no need. Although the first time we met, you forced me to hand you a regalia on pain of death.
あれは言葉のあやというやつだ。交渉のための政治的圧力とも言う。
Is she blushing? My heart brightens up at the thought of that. She prizes me more than the regalia? I didn't know I cared so much about that, but now that I hear it from her, it's... well, it's like she turned all the lights on. Alright, time to go. Time for the two of us to fight side by side.
そうだな。もう一つ、ここでお前に言うことがある。これまでは話していなかったことだが。
You know, so far I'm not hating this storyline like I hated the other two.
到底、一個の電脳体としては安定した状態ではない。安定させるには他の二つ、精神と魂を統合する必要があるだろう。だが安心しろ。レガリアをすぐに集める。お前は何があっても我がマスターであればいい。そうすれば少なくとも生き延びることだけはできるのだから。では出陣だ。お前のサーバントがどれほどのものかしっかりと見定めるがいい。
What?
敵のレジムマトリクスが完成してしまう。もう後がないぞ、マスター。
Yeah, I noticed.
私にかかればセクターの制圧など少々の小説。
Really throw me in at the deep end here. Okay, high priority sectors.
敵を破壊せよ。
無益な戦いではないと信じます。
Oh, Phantasm Socket. Hurry! Right, we've got a bit of breathing room now. Yep, I'm doing my best. Need to take out those servants. Hey, Medusa, I'm gonna kill you. I will deal with you momentarily, Medusa. Fortunately, this one is more important, Medusa. You understand how it is. Medusa, you need to die. Ah, can't. We should definitely deal with that. Let's go defend that sector. Right, there's our other plant to deal with. Ready. Oh, thanks, Gilgamesh. You're a pal.
内密の上に緻密を重ね、レガリアの機能を解析し、ようやく叶った構成プログラムを刺激。一騎当選の英霊を配下に従え、ついに実現した我が強大なる千年教軍団。それをこうもあっさり蹴散らしてみせるとか、反則にも程があります。未明領域の脅威、優勢の先兵、可愛い賢い玉もちゃんには見こっとお見通し。かくなる上は
Really?
私自ら
Usually there's like a whole castle thing to deal with.
と言いたいところなんですけど、ここはお互い同じご主人様を持つ英霊同士ですし、こうして出会ったのも愛縁起縁と申します。まずは話し合い言っときます。はい、ご主人様。様もは血も涙もない暴君を卒業しましたから、こうして相方も対話いたします。それがあなたの望みでもありますからには。対話か。
Unexpected. I thought she'd attack and was thought, but she'd write us off as evil invaders. But I appreciate this, and as long as we're talking, we should all be face to face, including me.
お前を外に出すのか。
I think that's the best move. Whoever me has already shown himself, we should try to talk on equal ground. If we can do that, we should be able to earn some of their trust.
それはそうだが。
Is she saying she doesn't want me to step out? I know it's dangerous, but we know the risks too. We should at least show them we're willing to do the same. Besides, our purpose is to obtain the regalia, not to fight for the sake of fighting, so it wouldn't hurt to try negotiating first. And when it comes to negotiating, I think I'm better at it than she is.
ご主人様、私のラブ感知スキルが告げています。あなたは間違いなく私のご主人様。月のもちろん正確にはその肉体であるお方。ああ、おいたわしやそのような。
キャスター、ざれ言に時を費やすのなら話はこれで終わりだ。
ああ、もう何を焦る必要があります？あなたたち分かってますよね。あなた今のご主人様がどれほど危うい状態なのか。不安定で揺らめいて、残った知性が今にも消えてしまいそうなほどに儚い、そういう状態ですよね。
I could disappear at any time. I do feel empty, but hearing it put that way gives me, well, all kinds of feelings. For the first time since I can remember, I feel mortal.
そこで私は提案いたします。肉体のご主人様、それにそこの白いあなたもどうか降伏を。そんな状態のまま戦闘を行うなど自殺行為のようなもの。こちらへいらしてください。私ならレガリアがなくともケアできます。というか、お望みとあらばサーバント契約なんてたちまち解除して、そのまな板女から解放してご覧に入れますとも。
なんだと？
本当は我慢するつもりでしたが言います。ええ、言わずにいられますか。こんな状態のご主人様をよくも引っ張って戦闘なんてさせてくれやがりました。あなた殺す気ですか？殺す気ですね。不安定な電脳体は傷つきやすく治しにくい。些細な傷でさえ崩壊につながるのです。知らないなんて言わせませんとも。
私は
I've been in that much danger? Just telling it out like that really makes me think. If Castor's offering to help, should I work with her? Is that my best option, to save myself the Earth and the Moon? A good master wouldn't have to ask. I know who Altera is and what she wants. and betraying all of humanity just by standing by her side. With that in mind, I should... It wouldn't be right to leave her. Above all else, even humanity and the fate of the world, I am Altera's master. This body is certainly of nothing else but that. I don't know why. No one's really given me a reason, at least not one I can remember. But I, fun Steve McDough guy, am Altera's master. I feel bad for Caster. She seems like she genuinely cares for my well-being, but I don't know her at all. That's why I won't run to her. So I'll say it right out. I won't stop being a master. Fretzer says, I'm your master through thick and thin. No matter what happens to my body, I don't plan on changing that. 'Oh, I thought that would be the end of the mission, but apparently not. Shit, I shouldn't have used my Nova Phantasm.
苦労だった。
お疲れ。素晴らしい。
Okay, from the looks of it, I'm still intact so far. No pain, no changes I can see. Looks like I won't be disappearing anytime soon. The enemy retreated after losing their lancer, Kana. We scored a victory, but Caster escaped with her piece of the regalia nonetheless.
その宣告のキャスターとのことだが、改めて言っておく。お前は絶対に私から離れられはしない。だから、いや違う。そんなことを言いたいわけじゃない。ありがとう。また。ただ、いや、言ったままの意味だ。ありがとう。石室ではゆっくり休め。あそこの回復効果は多少なりともお前の肉体を維持させるのに役立つはずだ。お前は私のマスターだ。私はではしばしの別れだ。次の戦いで会おう。
The king of heroes, Gilgamesh? I'm so surprised I almost forget how to breathe. He is not the enemy, he is our ally in theory, so I tell myself there's nothing to fear. But I don't quite believe that. Why is he here while our tower's gone?
何を驚く？副官が本陣に姿を見せるのは道理であろう。さて、伽藍堂の肉体よ。己が真実を知らされた気分はどうだ？聞いたのだろう？魂もなく精神もない抜け殻が己の正体だと。であれば朽ちゆく運命を嘆くか、世界の無慈悲なる様を呪うかというのがありきたりの反応だが、あれこれ抜け落ちていようとあり方というものは一朝一夕には変わらんな。常に目の前のものを第一とする。常に自身にできる最善に手を伸ばす。それがどれほど困難な道であろうと、その困難さすら気に留める。まったく前向きにも程がある。
Gilgamesh shrugs his shoulders and hurls his taunts with a wry smile, mock amazement in his voice. I can't even begin to understand what he's thinking.
まあよい。せいぜいあがけ。貴様のそのあり方が何かの運命を変えるかもしれん。俺からの忠告はそれだけだ。最後まで己の愚かさを貫くがいい。
Was that a warning or some kind of reassurance? Or was he just teasing me that whole time? Anyway, back to the cavern for now. I need to confirm something. Well, I want to, at least. Out of the 3 elements of a digital shell, I'm in a situation where I only have one. Caster told me I'd eventually fade away because of that. So before that happens, I have to retrieve the mind and soul, and fuse them into myself. I'll tell her to stay quiet about that. Was it because she didn't want to worry me?
はい、そうです。危険性を告げることはあなたをいたずらに恐怖させてしまうと思っていました。
Why is she hanging her head in shame? She was only trying to look out for me. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Just as I thought, I had a feeling that this confirms it. This Altera is much shyer than the Altera on the outside.
私の、そう、この私の私の虜になってしまったということが一体どんなに恐ろしいことなのか。こんな風に何をされても、こんな風にぎゅっとされても何の文句だって言えないのですよ。あなたは自覚すべきです。私の虜であるということ。私の
This is actually okay. It's not like the first time when I thought she was going to crush me. She's still squeezing me, but not hard. She's soft and warm. Altair's body has a bouncy kind of beauty. Being this close to her skin, to her body, it feels great. Maybe it's for fatigue talking, but I could stay here forever. Just me and this comfy giant monster enveloping my whole self. Yeah. I'm getting sleepy. Every part of me is starting to relax.
そんなに強く抑えていないですから、ちゃんと気をつけてください。で、釣り落ちて大変なことに。
No, from head to toe I feel a whole different kind of softness. How exactly did I get into this situation,
マスター、あまりもそもそしないでください。そんな風にそんなに暴れては
This is getting weird.
ダメですよ。
No, I'm not reading this.
でもそんなにお好きなようなら我慢します。ひどい人？マスター、こんな私恥ずかしいです。今日のマスターは意地悪です。
Okay, we'll leave things there for today. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.